What up, everyone? Welcome to Ecom and Beyond.
What's up?
Today we have a special edition. Anthony couldn't make it with us today. He had to have one of his puppies have a little surgery, and today we have the Mile High Treasure Hunters. I don't know why I keep saying that. On the show, Uncle B and Frank. Strok
What's
of
up?
Luck. What up? Thanks, guys, for coming on the show with me today and hanging out.
Hold on.
What's happening?
Hold on, I'm trying to get my.
See, look, we bring that audio attack.
We're getting attacked from all sides, sorts and sides.
Chat's already
So,
popping.
oh yeah. So I want to say good morning to a few people. We got Hip Flip Mama in the house. What up?
Did she get the broski point? What?
Yeah, we gotta go with the first person that shows up on the YouTube side. So Mama gets it this morning. We got Cajun Reseller. What up?
What's up?
Simply Dana. Hello, Nate and Anthony, but Anthony is not here today. He'll be back with us tomorrow. I'm sure he'll be watching coming in.
I bought the squeaky chair, so
It'll be a throwback noise. We all will. I'm sure we won't miss. We got the Poke G World. What up?
What's up, Tommy?
I don't know how to say that. What up, Tommy? Appreciate you coming in. Sand-Dollar, good morning. Appreciate you being here. We have Cajun Roots Reseller. What up, Johnny? Good morning. We have Paul Gates City Picker.
What's up?
What up? KJ, she got some Steeler hearts going on. We appreciate that.
According to Cajun, those are Saints hearts.
Nah, there's got to be a little more gold color.
Could those be Pirates hearts by chance?
Pittsburgh
Pirates, right?
I mean, it could be. I think the Pirates have the same exact yellow, I guess, but we'll go with Steelers.
Either way, lines have been drawn.
Right.
We got Nikki T in the house. What up?
Nikki
T coming in. Reseller man, hello. How you doing?
That logo, though, I love that logo.
Yeah, that is pretty neat. We got Kelly Ecom on Ward. What up?
Are you good?
We got Michelle Lathan in the house. Good morning.
What's up, Michelle?
We got Shane M in the house. What up? We got Dan M. Dan the man, the IT guy.
Yeah.
What up, man?
Dan the IT man.
Dan the IT man. My bad. I gotta get it.
I like yours better, actually. We might switch it to that.
We got Grimes in the house. You guys
What's up, Justin?
$5 super. Thank you, buddy. Appreciate you.
That's awesome, right there.
Having a good morning.
Should not read that when I'm drinking a swig of coffee.
I just call those wiener heads. I was just happy about. I saw the $5. I didn't see I take everything nice I said back. What's up, Justin?
We got the DC Sales Master License Plate. What up? I got my license plate yesterday. I can't wait to hopefully put on a new car here shortly.
You should put on that Jeep that I'm cruising in.
Oh yeah. I don't know if the Jeep might have gotten blown up with my tank I was wrong with. You seen how big and bad that thing was? I had fun making that thumbnail. We got Todd the Flippin' Hustler. What up? Good morning.
Man?
We got Victoria in the house. What is going on?
Good morning, friend.
We got Rev in the house. He goes, 3 of my favorite 4 YouTubers. Where's the 4th? Anthony had to take his pup to get some surgery done. It was having some issues. So they quickest they could have got him in was today, and I think it happened on Sunday. Something happened. So they're doing some quick emergency surgery, so that he had to be not here today. We got the Stash in the house. What up, Larry?
Oh shoot, the Stash.
What up? How you doing?
How you doing? He's like, hello, ladies.
Hello.
Frank does that voice better.
25 years of smoking. Hell yeah, I can get that deep throat voice going on.
We got No Money G in the house. What up?
No money G.
We got the Thrifting Goomba. He's going to be on the show Friday. What up, man?
That's cool.
And I think that is it. So if I missed you, please say something in the chat or yell at me, or if you haven't said anything, please do. We'd like to make sure to greet everybody who comes in the chat this morning. But today is just we're gonna roll with it. We're just rolling with it. So if you guys have any topics, anything you want to talk, anything you want to ask, anything going on, please let us know. We want to let everyone else know. And
Grimes is already started. He said he sounded like Marge Simpson.
You know, we're definitely fans of The Simpsons, especially on
right.
I had Cios, I'm sorry. I'm sorry I missed you. Good morning. I appreciate you being here.
Unintentional. We would have never forgot you or missed you.
Right. Definitely. Never. Yeah, it's definitely going to be a good show, Mike, for sure.
Right. I just still got to write. I got to wait. You know, I'm still usually just barely waking up. You guys are my wake up show.
So literally, like today, you had to really wake up before to come on the show.
So now I'll be waking up before y'all, right in front of your eyes. So if I wipe some crusties out of my eyes or look around for something to drink, that's what's going on.
Yeah, I had my cup of coffee already in my every day I'm hustling coffee mug, by the way.
You know it.
Reinforcements just in case.
Dang.
You got backup upon backup.
I just seen Dapper dropped in. What's up, Dapper?
What up, Dapper Tiger? Good to see you, man.
Dapper? Looking mighty dapper today.
Looking dapper in that.
You know it. So I got my desk up and rolling today, and pretty excited with my new setup. I'm gonna do a video showing you guys my whole setup here as soon as my chair gets in today, and it's pretty awesome. My wife put it together. I came home. I was dreading having to then take everything apart, disconnect and everything, and she threw it together. So huge shout out to the wifey. She's amazing.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, I was talking to you a little bit, and she surprised you. Like you were like coming home dreading having to put all that together, right?
Yeah, I mean, I don't mind carrying. I definitely didn't mind carrying it because I didn't expect her to carry downstairs or whatever.
Right.
But yeah, I was just, it's one of those things where it's going to take 45 minutes. I came home late because they're having us work 7-hour shifts again, which is a plus and a minus, of course, but I guess it equals out a little bit. And so I came home late, and I'm like, she walked me down the basement. She's like, come on, we got to get this thing going. She's like my motivator when I'm really out of it or tired. And so as soon as I turn the corner, I see it all set up. I'm like, oh, wow, you're awesome. That was amazing. She's amazing person. So
dude, I'm not gonna lie, because we were hanging out behind the scenes, and she's like, "Oh, by the way, here's 3 ice cream sandwiches," and I was like, "What?"
I was just gonna say that.
She is amazing.
I don't care about the desk and all setup. She came down with that pizza and a pyramid of ice cream sandwiches, and I was like, "Keeper."
I said we had a couple people drop in.
Speaking of dropping in, did you see Dan's comment? I don't do mic drops, I do chair drops. I made sure my chair was lowered today first, because anybody who saw the end of yesterday's show, I about died. Again, good thing Amanda was there.
Died from laughter.
I didn't see the end, so I missed that, man. I hate
fell in his chair.
Once 2 o'clock rolled around, I'm or 5 minutes after, because I'm always casually late for you know, the norm. So I just kind of just waltz in, and you know, I'm catching like, you know, the last seconds of the show I can, and you guys most of the time and after too. So I always miss like the last like chunk of show that you guys do.
Man, I got to tell you, it was hilarious. It was right at the very tail end of the show, and I just happened to put my leg behind and I hit the little deal on the side of the seat to raise and lower the seat, and I go from like here to like here, and man, I thought I was gone. I thought I was putting in a skylight above. I thought I was pulling on Uncle B, and I was going to land on Amanda and the kids underneath me because my living room's right underneath my room. I thought I was a goner.
That's crazy.
Fun. It was fun.
That's how I feel right now. My chair's like all the way down, like especially because all this desk is set up. Like there's a main like area for the keyboard, and then there's like the raised thing for the monitors or whatever. So like with the monitors being even a little bit higher than they were before, like I really feel down low. So I'm definitely excited for these chairs to come in, so I can be like basically like this much taller.
Rocking the low rider right now, huh?
That's what I feel like. Like I'm literally like I feel like I'm squatting right now. Like I'm in the bushes, like hunched over squatting. That's how I feel like.
Right, and you're tall too, so you're like. If I was you, I'd be like, I may not get up from this position today.
Yeah, basically that's like how it was.
It's like Cajun knows you, Frank. He said, died. A bit of an exaggeration, not Frank.
Hold on. Let's put it in perspective. Morbidly obese, borderline diabetic, Hispanic male, and the ticker can't take too many of those, those shocks at one time.
Oh man.
So
died was,
What up, LSP?
Craig.
What up, Craig? We got Philly Picker in the house. He was at the dreaded 666 Mark of the Beast. So if he's still there, please someone get him to either unsub or get him over. That's what he said on a post yesterday.
Don't do that.
He's like somebody just get me off of that number. That was like definitely one of the numbers where I like was going past. I'm like, man, I hope I don't sit there for a while. Dan wants to know how tall everyone is. I'm 6'3", so I'm kind of tall. How tall are you guys?
Well, Frank, I'm 5'10".
6 foot.
Are you Frank? I figured Jimmy would be taller than you. I don't know why I thought that.
I'm that much taller than
Coach, barely.
Craig Anthony had to take his pup to the I guess it'd be like the vet or whatever for an emergency surgery or whatever.
Dropped in the chat. Anthony, what's up, man? Let us know how it's going.
Yeah, I hope all is well, man. We're gonna definitely everyone say some prayers for the pup. Make sure he gets out good, man. Hope everything turns out all right.
There you guys go. I'm gonna make sure. I know I subbed him. Let me make sure I am subbed to Philly.
So I know I was subbed to Philly Picker, but when I went on to his channel, he was at 665, and I'm sad. I don't know if it's good or bad, but I am number 666 now.
So you're the one that did that. I'm subbed.
So I'm subbed again. So Philly Picker, I apologize. I was subbed to you at one time, and for some reason, like everybody else, I got unsubbed to you. So
we're gonna get him over the hump. Over the Mark of the Beast.
I don't know, Dan. The top right of my screen is looking pretty good looking part of the screen. Oh, that's just a crusty in my hold on.
The handsome one stroking his beard, they say.
You know it. I'm always messing with my beard, man. It's like my what's they call it? Those like stress ball things. Like touching the beard is what it is for me. He said, happy Cinco de Mayo, Taco Tuesday. You know it.
He is at 667 now. I'm happy to report.
I think Anthony said he was going to go over, yep, with Flippin' Hope. Nice.
Dapper Tiger. Talking about all my illnesses and everything, and now I'm 666.
Hey, there's Flippin' Hope. Awesome.
Flippin' Hope.
That's what Flippin' Hope does. No,
he doesn't need my subscribe. No.
Well, I'm happy I could help him get over that crazy mark.
Now, folks, he's got a little buffer.
There you go. Yeah, exactly, Dan. It's my fidget spinner, exactly. You're 100% right.
KJ.
What?
We all assume you mean golf ball. We all assume you mean golf balls, tennis balls.
Yeah, you know the ones that you turn, the ones that you get that they're like stress relief ones.
Like Furious Styles from Boys in the Hood.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what I was talking about. Anthony,
Beard swag.
doing what he can to save the YouTube channels from the mark of the beast.
So Nate asked us to, Nate asked us to come on the show, and hey, we invaded the show. And you know how we do. We like to hit on those topics you guys want to talk about, because I was like, I don't want to talk about it. I was like, no, let's let the chat, like whatever the chat wants to talk about. So if you guys got questions or topics you guys want to talk about, drop them in the chat. We would love to talk about what you guys want to talk about.
We're going Uncle B and Strok of Luck style in today's show.
That's what I was like. We don't ever know what to talk about, man. We just let the chat, because we love talking to the peeps.
This is typically me and Jimmy before, and like the backstage before our show. We're like, so did you think of anything to talk about?
It's more like, did you see when you fell in your chair? That was funny.
Hold on, Jimmy. Let me show you this other YouTube video. Watch this. And then we're like, how the heck with that? We'll just do it, right?
Yeah, there's not a lot of thought that goes into it.
That's what I was telling Kat the other day when I was setting up our interview with her, and I was like, I just want you to know we literally have zero structure in our show. Don't expect anything.
We got some stuff rolling in. KJ wants to know if we've been back to the Goodwill. Our Goodwills are still closed, but we have a local thrift store called Arc that is open. And I know Frank's been. I have not been back. Frank's been
to what, Goodwill or Arc?
You've been to Arc. Same thing. I just want to clarify that it's not Goodwill that we're going to.
Yeah, so Arc is a chain as well, KJ. It's not just one thrift store. It's a chain of probably about, what'd you say, probably 15 in the metro area, Jimmy?
Yeah.
So I went to a couple of them. There was some killer stuff the first day on Friday when the stores opened up. I went too late in the afternoon, obviously, with the morning show, and then our Uncle B's and my show, and, by the time I was able to get there, it was after 3 p.m. local time. I still got a couple things, but
yeah, I have not
been here. They're literally like slowly opening a store here and there. They're not doing it just like a blanket opening. So I did find something interesting though, Jimmy. I was going to tell you, when we were going to go look at that storage unit yesterday, we drove past the bins on I-70. And I think they're open, but there was only like 6 cars in the parking lot there. So the bins might be a good place to be right now if nobody's going in there.
What? And no, it does not have to be about reselling. It can be about anything you want to talk about.
So Dapper says, what do you guys call this generation of babies? I vote Generation Woo.
Generation Woo. So you talk about the boom that's going to happen in about 9 months?
I don't know.
Answer a question with a question. Why Generation Woo? What am I missing?
Woo, Iris from
where it came.
Yeah.
I guess so.
I had a poll on Facebook a while back. What did I put? It was either COVIDians, calling them new babies COVIDians. That was hilarious, Nikki. By the way, the Revenge of the Chair and the Roof Strikes Back.
Did that picture of Uncle B like laying on like the base like kitchen counter and the roof just flapped? That was insane. That was so funny. Like I was just like, it was so great that I thought it was fake. Like it's just you know what I mean. Like it looked like it was like fake, but it wasn't. It was definitely 100% legit. That was great.
Yeah, because I was laughing in that picture. I was laughing when I fell.
That was definitely
we thank our IT man for those kind of.
Did you walk in with Black Betty playing like the movie Below?
That's that movie. Whoa, Black Betty, ambulance. Whoa, Black Betty, ambulance.
Yeah, that's I can't wait till it start opening up, man. I was picking up all kind of deals last night on Goodwill. I picked up two Wii systems with games. Right in Uncle B's backyard in Goodwill. I mean Goodwill at Colorado. So it was pretty crazy to.
There's no Nintendo Wii's in Colorado anymore, thanks to Nate.
I literally wiped them all out.
Nate fished that dry last night.
Right. What up, Queen Cleopatra? Welcome. Thank you for coming in. Appreciate you.
I mean, now that Dan said that, I feel like our show just doesn't have as much value. It doesn't have valuable content. It's just two fat guys talking about their breathing problems and they're overeating.
They're comparing CPAP machines, which models they have, and
you gotta say woo like Rick Flair. Woo! Woo!
Dancing topics are likely about food, weight-related jokes, and lack of shaving, plus damn edited photo edits.
Yeah, so I mean,
quality.
1 o'clock Eastern, come over. We have absolutely nothing to offer except for fat jokes. You're not going to find anything out about reselling.
The only thing that has to do with reselling is we both happen to do that in real life, but you know.
You guys hear the occasional cha-ching or merch for food?
Right, and then I can't even get that right. It's a cha-ching, and I'm all merch fulfilled.
Hey, so speaking of merch fulfilled, this is what we call a segue in the entertainment business, folks. Hey, Jimmy, pop that collar, homie, and let's show off that merch fulfill you got yesterday. Look at that, folks.
Boom, 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 boom. What up?
Available on Everyday I'm Hustlin's Facebook or eBay store, correct?
Yes, it is.
Nikki T said, "Woo!" That's great.
What up, Carolina Hustler?
What's up, Casey?
The master of the finding the occasional golf club. What up, man?
Yeah, right. I've been looking at them. I haven't found any yet, though. Off of the information I learned watching his channel.
Oh, damn.
You're never on that account, Anthony, in the show.
Man, respect. The Lord doesn't have ranch.
Throw some ranch at him.
Throw some ranch at the Lord's channel, man. Come on. We got you.
The beard made him blue.
Mel, what's up? Castlevania reseller.
What, Mel? Master of clubs.
Master of clubs. The king of clubs.
You gotta get some music for your channel, some club music.
You know that, what do they call that? Yeah, it's like
I don't know. Club. I think I thought you sneezed.
I got allergies. We're already off the rails, and we're like, what, 20 minutes into the show, and it's already a train wreck?
The invasion has done great things and some not, but guess what? We're gonna have fun today, I guarantee that. You guys do a heck of a show on your channel, man. I'm always laughing when I'm on my way to work or sitting here like doing the final touches on my packages and stuff. You guys are a hoot.
10%. How well can you fist bump? That's it. That's all I got.
Yeah. Dubstep or club step.
Dubstep or club step. I don't know steps, Dan. I can't even walk up steps.
What up, Mel?
Jimmy avoids steps. What's that dance move?
Yeah. Oh, we're talking about golf clubs. Oh,
we be clubbing. So what stuff have you been finding at the Goodwill? Like, Frank, have you been going out too? Have you been hitting your local?
I took my nephew is in town from the beautiful city of Gillette, Wyoming. So I took him to one of the ARC thrift stores on Sunday. We got a few good things. I'm not not anything to like home run, knock it out of the park. Oh man, I'm gonna flip this for $100, but there was still some good money to be made off a few of the things I got. So
that's good.
They're just they got so much stuff to.
Oh yeah, man.
Because I'm sure just like everybody else, like I think it was like KJ was saying, or maybe it was Kelly, but all of our thrift stores, they were deemed essential, but all they were doing was accepting donations. So for the past month and a half, they've just been getting inventory, donations like crazy, but they haven't been open. So
yeah.
One of the cool things about our thrift stores is the ARC thrift stores is they're trying to get people to obviously do the face mask and stuff like that. So if you actually wear a mask into the store, they'll give you 30% off your complete order.
Right.
So It's a great way to increase some margins while also,
promoting
being safe around to your fellow shoppers and whatnot. The other thing they did too, Jimmy, and I'm sure you noticed at the ARC you went to, they have on the floors arrows pointing. You gotta go. You can't cross going down an aisle. Each aisle has a one-way only, completely around the store, so it makes it to where. I mean, and I think they're doing a phenomenal job, honestly, of keeping the stores well organized, well laid out. Still, they did some rearranging of the stores a little bit to help with the new rules that they have in effect, and so
that's awesome. Cleopatra, yeah, I want to go.
Good luck, definitely.
It's fun. It's addictive.
Once you sell your first item, it's like wow, like let's do it again and again. Just keep listing and list your best stuff, because I know at first you only get so many listings, so make sure to list your best stuff that has the best chance to sell, and just keep going, keep looking, keep finding, and good luck. If you need any help, me and Anthony and I'm sure these guys right here will help you if you need it.
Absolutely.
But, that's what's awesome about our community. We always help each other and make sure that from beginner to someone's been doing this a while, we all have questions or need a little more information. No one's a guru or an expert that can honestly say I know it all. Like I haven't met anyone like that in this game, and there probably never will be. Everything's just changing so much, so it's very cool to spread the information and help you in one another. We got Matt in the house, Phoenix Flippers. What up, man?
What's up, Matt? We might have breaking news about Matt. He may, guys, I always say this, he may or may not be on our show Thursday.
Which means he will be on our
with me, that means he will be on our show on Thursday.
Now, if I were to say we may or may not have Justin from Grimes Finds on Wednesday, we don't have, we haven't even discussed it yet. That's, the cliffhanger.
Dude, I'm weirded out by that.
Justin, hint.
That guy on that picture behind you is weirding me out. He's like creeping over your shoulder.
That's Edward James Olmos. He's like, orale.
Mr. Burns.
That's
Yeah.
Wilson James Olmos. Look,
Both
he's
you
like,
guys have guys creeping over your shoulders.
You got Mario about to like punch someone in the face.
uh-huh.
Hold on, there's someone who says
Mel said that the PAs and we're in the yellow, so we get to open in the 8th. Now, is that all of PA or is that just in your area, Mel? Hopefully, that's all of PA. Hopefully.
So is the yellow bay like a play on the Pirates and the Steelers gold, or?
I'm guessing that means like we're less at risk. I'm guessing that because I have no idea. I really don't watch the news very much because, of course, I work during like the main part of the day, and when I get home, I'm trying to work. But like I'll try and catch like little stories here and there, just like on like you see stuff on YouTube on your news feed or whatever. I watch that or whatever real quick. But other than that, I really don't watch too much. But I mean, I'm hoping that's what it means. So, but yeah, definitely excited once everything opens up because I called off for the next 2 Fridays. So
that's what's up.
Yeah, like I'm going. If we're open on the 8th, I'm going and crushing it. I'm crushing it.
Are you gonna have footage from that?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Like I'm probably gonna have multiple, like cut it down to multiple parts and everything because I'm gonna hit multiple locations of just different Goodwills and stores and everything because hey, I've been basically like saving my money for the most part, like just waiting for this to all like open up again. So I'm gonna go pounce on it like literally like a tiger and go for the kill if I can. Mel said she sold a bow in her video last night for $225. That's what's
nice.
That's nice though right there. Dapper says, do mask discount stack like if I wore 4 masks.
It's free. We owe you now.
Here's
like
$7.
Here, like you have a whole buggy worth of stuff. Now we owe you $25. Have a good day. Take it away. Kelly says people can't even follow arrows in the parking lot. Yeah, like how are they gonna follow arrows in the store?
Yeah, you like turn a corner and you're like, oh crap, arrow's pointing at me. Turn around.
I'm on this way now.
You're going the wrong way. Oh
Turn around. He said, Paul says our Goodwills are open now from 11 to 5. The first hour is seniors only. I wonder if I can like dye my beard gray if I can get in there. Like just walk in there like.
Sorry.
No, good.
It's so weird that our Goodwills aren't open. They're not open, but other thrift stores are.
Yeah, like I said, it's just the ones way down south by Castle Rock and Highlands Ranch, that area.
I went out and I went to the 3 that are in my area, and only one of them was open. The other 2, the Goodwills, and then our honey hole is still closed.
It looks like your armpit's like the one guy off the Peanuts, like that walks around with like.
Or not
yeah, it's like it was just your armpit, so you must have forgot.
I forgot to shower this month.
This month. At least it's early in the month,
right?
What up, Gary? Gary's going to be at our auction on Thursday, so it's going to be awesome, guys. I'm going to have some cool stuff, and can't wait. I always have fun with just coming live, but any experience, auctions, shows, working hangouts. So I'm excited.
So Gary is going to be in the auction.
Yes.
That's like in 2 days, right? What is it?
Yep.
What?
Yeah, I'm gonna do the thumbnail after the show and put it up, and it should be one good auction, that's for sure. I do have an update about the turtles, though. There is no turtles.
No turtles. But
there was something that was super vintage that I might have to keep. It's so awesome. I might have to keep. There's one of those. If you guys remember Home Alone, the Talk Boy, the little recorder. She has one, and it works.
What?
So I might have to keep that just for nostalgia and for the love of Home Alone, because literally my kids like watching that movie like almost as much as like Ryan's World right now. So I don't know why, but I'm like, listen, kids, you guys trying to study for if I leave you home alone, like, first, or I left you on a plane or whatever. Like, come on, guys, like, what are you guys doing here? Oh man.
Grimes said his nickname in high school was Honey Hole. Oh shoot. I'm sure the backstory is awesome.
No, you found a storage unit in it. You have eggs, or you have a 2020 full of eggs, or just like a bunch of eggs, or holy moly. Holy moly. That's crazy.
Yeah, I mean that's where I got that from. Rev calls his place the Honey Hole, so I was like, well, I gotta have a Honey Hole too. It doesn't have metal detectors or anything like that, but it does pretty good.
One of mine does, Hot Jimmy.
What?
One of our honey holes has like an armed security guard at the entrance.
For real, like that dude's standing there just strapped watching.
Yeah, we walk in the store and Jimmy goes, was that guy carrying a gun? I was like, yeah, and you notice there is no orange tip on it. That is a...
Well, I was like, what kind of thrift store are we going in where you have to have armed security? Like, what are they keeping in there? That's where
I was like, Jimmy, it's the kind that's on the west side, homie. Welcome to my hood.
I was like, I mean, I know if someone tries to steal something from a thrift store, it's bad, but should
the struggle is real.
I mean, if you're stealing a used VCR,
shoot first, ask questions later.
Some of the stuff that people steal, man, like what I'm trying to think, what was something like I went to Dollar General the other day, and like I seen like someone steal like $1 or $2. I not like actual stealing in front of me, but the package is missing because it was in a clearance aisle or whatever. And I'm thinking to myself, why would someone just steal something that's $1? Like literally, it was like $1.25. Like, come on, man! Like, it's crazy.
Man, Rev, yeah, I saw that. You got those game calls now.
What up, Krista Goose?
My brother lives in Georgia. I might have to move to Georgia. If you're finding that kind of stuff there.
Holy moly. $800? That is crazy. You're killing it, Rev, man. I might have to follow your store just to see what's going on, because if you got it rolling like that with eBay, man, I need a piece of the secret puzzle of what to find, because maybe I'm just not sourcing the right stuff. I mean, I feel like I have been lately because I've been selling a lot of shoes and sourcing a lot of shoes, and shoes always have been a good seller for me. I just never could find, enough of it to just keep it rolling, like that. But man, I've been getting a lot of shoes lately, and I can't wait for this stuff to come in. I think today, I think it comes in. I got a whole mess load of stuff coming in. So I got something for the auction too. I have a Harley Davidson lot I'll probably have put together.
Ooh, Harley. Real quick, we got to say goodbye to Justin. Justin's taking off. Thanks for hanging out this morning, Justin.
Later, Grimes. Appreciate you.
We'll be looking for your premiere later. That guy drops premieres every day. I'll be looking for that.
Literally, I'm going to have to take my break now to watch his premieres because I got moved up to 7 hours a day now. So I may or may not be in the chats all the time, but I'll definitely watch the replay. But the lives are so much better just because of the interaction. I love the premieres. I thought that was a great idea when he started doing them a lot. You know what I mean? Especially the amount of people that watch his stuff at the same time. I mean, his chat can go up to almost 1,000 people, and 500 or 600, 700 people. Like, that's great.
And I saw it earlier. I want to mention because Kelly, the Ecom mom, said she got a webcam and she's getting it set up. Are you going to be going live, Kelly? You got to let us know in the chat. Are you going to be doing some lives? I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, definitely.
It's pretty far back, but I saw that. We love lives. Obviously, that's what we do. And I love to watch other people that go live. So, or if you're going to be going on other people's shows, if you're interested in going maybe on, he's not over there. He's over this guy's show. Because I know.
We would love to have Kelly come on board.
She bring that up. She does the uppercut.
Are you okay? But yeah, we definitely would love to have her come on our show. That's for sure. remember doing a working hangout with Kelly. It was a little while ago. She came on and hang out with us, and I was actually looking at one of those old videos and last night, and I popped up and I was like, "Hey, there's Kelly Ecom on board. What's up? T's Flips in the house. What up?
What up?
Thanks for coming in. Money from Mars.
Money
What
from
up?
Mars.
Appreciate you, man. Thanks for coming in." Just so you know, anybody who has not, just came in recently, Anthony is having his pup's having some emergency surgery. So he had some issues over the weekend, and today was the earliest he can get in. So that's why he's not on the show. And figured let's get invaded by the Mile High Treasure Hunters. What?
Gary likes my shirt, like my rib shirt.
Is that one of your
baby?
Is that one of your competition shirts?
Yeah, it's one of the smokers that I cook. It's one of the company that makes the smokers I use. It's one of their shirts. ICP, the Insane Can Posse.
Rev says Frank is way too confident in that chair that Joker is going to drop when you least expected. Good vibes.
So Rev, trust me, I already, before we even came on, I was telling Uncle B and Nate, I was like, hey guys, I already lowered my seat to the most possible position to go, so there will be no Frank dropping like yesterday. So only way I'm going any lower is if I pull an Uncle B and fall through my floor and into my living room.
Kelly's going to be on Victoria's channel on Thursday, so check that out. Definitely.
Cool.
I'll have to make sure to wake up early on my day off to watch that. Is it going to be the morning show, or is it going to be the afternoon, like 5 o'clock show, the evening show? If Victoria's in here, please drop a link for that so I can click it and remind myself. So Thrifting Guma has a good question. How do you guys think your sales will be as more people are let out of their homes? I'll let you guys go first.
Yeah, I don't like to think about that.
So you think it's going to really affect it drastically?
I think there'll be a couple months in the middle. I mean, everybody's talking about the summer slowdown anyways. Well, if people have all been stuck in their house, the way I sell, I think it will. The kind of stuff, that I sell, I think it will affect my sales. So I do. I don't know if it'll be seriously. Yeah, I don't know. If people can get back to work, it could be a good effect. People are gonna be able to get back to work and stuff. That could be good. That's gonna be good, obviously. But
yeah.
Yeah, I don't know that. I don't know what you think, Frank.
First of all, I just want to address you, Goomba. How dare you ask a serious question when Jimmy and I are around? I like their comment a couple spots down in the chat. But no, in all seriousness, I'm to be honest with you, because every state and local, cities and whatnot are opening up at various times and levels. I honestly don't think it's going to change much, because even though technically places are opening up again, not everything is legitimately opening up again. The state of Colorado technically opened up again on Friday, but the mayor of Denver still has the city of Denver shut down until, is it the 15th of May, Jimmy?
Yeah, he even added where you have to wear a mask in Denver now, too.
Yeah.
Like, it's mandatory to wear a mask in Denver now. So the city, yeah. I don't know how far out it is. I don't know.
So yeah, I mean, yes, we all hear that term, where, things are going to open up a little bit and work towards getting back to normal. But I just don't know, because of the guidelines and regulations around it, how much it's going to continue to affect it. Like, our governor went on yesterday and said restaurants will not reopen to dining until at least the middle of June.
Wow.
So even though we opened up technically on Friday, we're still 5 weeks out before the possibility of being able to sit in a dining room at a restaurant. So again, I don't think it's going to affect it much still, to be honest with you.
And now that I think about it, like now, the one thing that will help is I'll be able to source better. Like I've already been able to source better in the last 3 days. Like I was getting down to the nitty gritty. Like I was, you know, opening up, I was listing individual action figures and stuff that I usually save for when it slows down. So, to get that haul that I got the other day, I picked up
That was huge. That was a great haul.
picked
Like
up
that was
another video
legendary.
game system off of also. So like my that'll help as far as being able to list better stuff every day, not just being able to list better stuff every day, stuff that sells definitely helps. Obviously that's just kind of common sense, obvious stuff, but to be able to get my hands on that stuff and list it. So from that standpoint, maybe it could still be good.
Right.
Because I'm able to get out now. So along with those other people that are getting out, I'm able to get out and get that inventory.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm thinking more of it's going to be good, but like we would probably say here, like selling wise, all of us collectively on probably like most of us probably on our highs or doing, somewhat better. I think it'll drop a little, just because people will be out a little bit more. But I think it's going to be pretty steady, being pretty good. You know what I mean? Because the thing that we have to realize is a lot of these stores, electronics, I mean, you name it, for the most part, a lot of this stuff is sold out. Like if you look, say if I wanted to buy a Nintendo Switch today, they're sold out everywhere. There's none anywhere. Like they literally have to come from China to get shipped over here because they cut off the supply chain from China to America because of the whole virus and everything. So until literally 9 million barges come sweep over to the United States and just refill us with all types of stuff in record numbers, I really don't think we have anything really to worry about for the most part. People going back to work and getting a paycheck, and also they're talking about doing a second stimulus check, and not only a second one, but one to kind of hit us for a few months, where they kind of drop us with a couple grand, and for the next couple months. I know there were some talks, maybe I might be wrong, but I mean that's what I was hearing being talked about. So that's not set in stone, but I've heard there was definitely some type of stimulus package, and it's supposed to be more than the last one. It's supposed to be about $2,000 for adults. If you make under, I think it's 130,000 or something, and or something like that, or 80. I don't know. I can't remember the total, but it was something like that. It was 2,000 and then 500 for each kid under 17. And I mean, you add that to adding people to work, people are going to be blowing money more than ever, and that's what they want with the economy too. So. Yeah. I think it's only going to be. It's going to be roughly about the same. You're not going to see as much of a drop, but it's going to be harder to find some stuff.
I want to ask you, Nate. How do you think this is going to affect what you're doing on Amazon? Because that's, when you asked that question, you asked me. I thought, right away. I thought, okay, well, this is how it might affect eBay, but how is an Amazon seller going to be affected by things opening back up?
I still have I haven't sent any FBA in a while, which I definitely need to do this week, and that's part of the reason why I took this extra day off to have a 3-day weekend to really, go hard and do some FBA, sending stuff in that I already have sitting here. But with Amazon, that's the one thing that's really nice. There's so many different products to send in, or right. Possibilities of things where, say for example, a bar of soap, something as easy and every day as that. Okay.
Right.
Say that this bar of soap, I on eBay, it's not going to sell, or if it does, it might sell a few or whatever.
Right.
Okay. On Amazon, I could sell 200 bars in a day, depending on what brand, and if I'm ungated and so on and so forth. So, you know what I mean? That.
And that's kind of that's stay at home proof. It doesn't matter if people are having to stay at home or not, they're still going to shop on Amazon and buy that stuff, right?
Oh yeah. Amazon, they're FBA has caught up a great deal since the beginning of all this, and so now people are looking more FBA, I would say, than the last month or so. So I definitely want to start getting some product into the warehouse and stuff, because I have one item here that's actually selling for more than on FBA, and shipping would be cheaper, or like combined fees with the shipping and everything. It's cheaper to do FBA too. So, people are going to start looking at FBA and saying, okay, I need to go back and get this, ASAP. Even though I was shipping it's just as fast as them, it just, they like that, seeing it come from Amazon warehouse a little more. So, I think it will be a little bit more of a struggle finding maybe a couple different things, but once I find something,
Right.
it's gold. You know what I mean? It's going to be awesome because there's stores that are totally like out like across the board of different products where the only place they can find it is possibly eBay and Amazon. You know what I'm saying? So that is where I want to be. I want to be where it's something that's totally out. This is something they use for years, or this is what they like, and this is what they want to. They'll pay for it. So that's why, the most important thing moving forward for me is definitely looking at those Keepa charts, seeing what the rank is usually, seeing what the price is usually, because everything's sort of elevated. You know what I'm saying? Especially on one of the products I bought recently, it's definitely elevated. So I want to make sure not to. Go too crazy with it and buy a bunch of stuff, and the next that everything kind of swoops back to normal in less than a month and a half or a month, and then I'm stuck with like $500 worth of product that I'm just way too expensive in. So, but yeah, like overall, I think we're going to be just fine. I think we're going to see great numbers from everyone across all platforms. I was listening to someone talk about eBay's sales and stuff like that, and they over the last 12 months, I guess they were up some, so that's good compared to last year. And it's going to be should be good on all sides. I'm hoping to really, with the next couple weekends being off for 3 days, I really hope to try and get both platforms really rolling smoothly together, hopefully, because eBay's doing okay for me. You know what I mean? It's been doing better lately.
There's some really good comments on Amazon and stuff like this dropping in.
Welcome, Worldwide Wares. We appreciate you. Thanks for stopping in. It's a new name to the channel.
I like that logo. That's a cool logo he has, or he or she. Little shopping cart with a www there. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it reminds me sort of like how the like WWF logo was back in the day a little bit. I'm trying to see which comments.
It started at Kelly. She talked about sending in groceries and stuff.
Oh, I might have jumped.
Oh, that's a good one.
Rep says, I hope that everyone that started buying online will like and continue to buy online. I hope,
people. Oh, sorry, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, good. Good.
There's a lot of people that probably never shopped online before that are just learned it and are starting to do it. So yeah, that's a great point.
Yeah, there is that like generation, like I don't want to say barrier, but like like some of the older demographic of didn't like shopping online. They like buying stuff in stores. So like he said, I hope that he got whoever they bought off of got some great customer service, some great products, and are happy with it.
So I have a great example of where me doing some actual thinking when it came to making a purchase. So my daughter wanted a loofah, deal for when she showers. And she said, Dad, let's go to the Dollar Tree. I need a loofah. And I said, Sam, let's look on Amazon and see if we can buy one off of Amazon. And she says, Dad, why would we want to spend $7 or $8 on Amazon when we can go to the Dollar Tree and buy one for $1? To my response to her was, yeah, but every time we go to the Dollar Tree with the intention on spending $2, we walk out $73 later worth of crap because you start seeing stuff and you're like, oh, this is $1. This is $1. So it was my finally having like an epiphany of I literally saved money by paying more for something on Amazon. I mean, as crazy as that sounds, but so I think people are gonna adapt and they're gonna get we are all gonna see those one-off things on Amazon and whatnot getting purchased because I'm just as guilty. I'll go to the King Soopers or a grocery store to pick up 3 items I need for dinner, and same thing again. $43 later, I bought a bunch of other crap that I had no intention on buying. So And I know, Jimmy, your wife is big into doing the grocery pickup, right? She sends in an order and
yeah, she doesn't ever grocery shop anymore. She just
I mean, literally, and I know Sonia tracks everything. Like, I bet she can show where your grocery bill has gone down by her doing that instead, right?
Yep.
So I think this pandemic is going to help that in the sense of we may all start seeing a lot more of those one-off individual items, those FBAs and FBMs being done because people are going to adapt to. Again, I just had that realization the other day, and we've, and I'm certainly not. I mean, we've been buying on Amazon for years, but I finally had a realization: why go to the Dollar Tree and like I said, because I know we're going to spend at least $30 in there.
Yep.
So,
yeah, I agree. That's a good point.
morning to the flipping accountant. Appreciate you coming in. KJ says there's a lot of people that just won't go out of fear when places open back up. Most definitely, that definitely will be one that will definitely happen. Dan M says the convenience of online shopping will always be a draw, 100%. It's always been growing, so this is only, really helped get things really rolling. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Michelle says I can't imagine wanting to sit in a restaurant right now and take out. Will do. Yeah, I mean with eating, you can't eat with a mask on unless you're just gonna literally put a hole, like a small enough hole to feed yourself. That's just, but you know what I mean? Like, there's no way to do it safely yet unless they literally put you in a bubble, which who knows, that might be the newest thing we see.
Right.
Good morning to the cherry picker. Good morning.
What's her name again?
Veronica.
Veronica.
I always get nervous when I say it because I used to mix up Victoria and Veronica all the time by accident, just because I always
want to call her because she's from Colorado, right? And then we have Crystal that's also from Colorado, so I always want to get those two confused. Sorry about that. I'm bad with names, well documented.
Alex is in the house.
Yeah, he wants to know make sure we let him know we're not taking over. We're just taking over for today. Anthony's got some things he's taking care of.
Yeah, definitely.
That was the first thing he said. Where's Anthony?
Anthony definitely will be back tomorrow, that's for sure. It's definitely weird doing the show without him, but I'm glad I picked Jimmy and Frank to come on with me. Definitely have been having a blast so far.
Anthony's going to come in with that steel chair and knock us out of the show, and we won't be back tomorrow.
That's what you guys, you just gave away my thumbnail for tomorrow.
Snapples.
That was like a somewhat of an idea, like Ecom and Beyond strikes back and takes back the show.
He's gonna have me up in the choke slam. That'd be quite the feat if he could lift me.
Chris the Goose says those death piles finally got listed for everyone. I still have a crazy one, especially for clothing. I don't have enough time that I want. That's why I kind of wanted to take these next 2 weeks, just because hopefully we're supposed to open up on the 8th, I believe, unless we're in the hotspot, which I don't think we are. And if we can open on the 8th, that means I'm sourcing the 8th. I'm going to Goodwill as soon as they open up. I'm be Black Fridaying it, in the parking lot, waiting for them to open up, basically. So, I definitely moved some good product during this time. So I definitely need to revamp and get everything going. Kelly said start doing Instacart grocery delivery a little during the week. Let me catch up a little bit. Worldwide Wear said during the lockdown, my weekday sales were more than my weekend sales. I think it's about to reverse back, better weekend sales and lower overall. Yeah, it worked. This is all going to be uncharted territory where we're going. I mean, this whole situation has been, and it's been lucky for us that we were in the position of where death piles and goodies and hidden gems were things that we were able to deliver to the American public, because we would, man, if we all would have felt that pinch, with having like a brick and mortar or whatever, it would have been bad for a lot of us. And I'm just happy that that didn't happen. And the people that do have brick and mortars, I'm sorry if that's it really hurting you, but hopefully you still had some sales rolling in, and still able to do somewhat type of business.
When do you guys think board games and video games, like, do you think that's gonna start dropping off right away right now, or do you think it's gonna be a while? Like, like Nintendo Wii's are up higher, quadruple what they used to sell for, and then puzzles and board games are as well. You think that stuff's gonna start dropping off right away as places start to open up, or do you think it's gonna take a while?
I think it's going to drop. The board games are definitely going to drop. The video games, I think, will just make people want to buy more because, okay, now they got a system, they got a couple games, they want another game now. So hopefully the Wii and the other systems still have that demand. But the board games were always, I always thought it was kind of funny because board games were kind of like the dying thing of all things because of everything's done with video games and phones, and you can play almost any game on your phone like Monopoly or anything else. Right. So I thought that was kind of crazy that that was still a hot thing. But for everyone that was selling them, I'm glad it was doing good, and it's good for families too, because instead of being on your phone and being like antisocial or whatever, now you're getting the joy and having family time. So that was great for any families that got to do that and really share some time together.
All right. So now I got that from the question below. Just like that was. Thanks for that. That's a good question. That's what made me think of that.
Okay. Fat Girl Sewing Wendy, what up? She said, I feel the big thing about online sales is it's not going to be the amount of people shopping online, but it's what they're buying. I think there's going to be a major change there. Yeah, some things, like we were just talking about, like some things are going to fall off a little bit, but for the most part, like the stuff that was doing good before, I think it's going to continue to do good, and some of the other stuff, like how I was saying, like the Wii games, I think that stuff's going to really, really do good too. Harlan says it still takes 2 weeks to get your product from Amazon if it's not essential. The last thing I ordered took 15 days to get. The FBM is still the choice if it was up to me. I got, other than like the bigger items, like my desk, my desk was from Walmart and my chair was from Amazon. And I think that was merch fulfilled, I think. No, that was from Amazon. I can't remember, but I think it was from Amazon. So anything other than those items, like the bigger items, I got really quick from my, I got this headset. I got the Bose headset I got that in 2 days. My wife has been ordering, different like things to do with the kids, and they got there quick. So unless it's like your hub or whatever, maybe might be just really packed or whatever.
That's what I was gonna ask. Where does he live? I don't. I'm not sure. I know.
He's in Louisiana or Alabama. Sorry.
All right, he's okay.
Yeah, we haven't had it. I mean, the only problem I've had so far, and I was showing you guys the other night, was Amanda ordered some razor blades and the genius who fulfilled her order at the Amazon warehouse, whatever, never sealed the poly mailer. So literally we got delivered an empty poly mailer.
Wow.
But short of that, everything that we've ordered is, it's coming within a few days. The biggest thing we're just doing is when we're going to order something, we're looking and seeing what the estimated delivery date is and kind of going from there on what we're going to buy. But I think, the other thing I think is a trip too, talk about supply and demand. I was talking to Nate and Anthony about their chair, wanted to get a good chair, and they were telling me what they paid for their chairs on Amazon, and they both sent me the link. That chair is literally over twice what it was, what they paid for it. What, a week and a half later, Nate, that you guys ordered your chairs?
Yeah, mine took that did take some time. It took about 2 weeks or
But it went from $140 chair to over $300 now. It's listed on Amazon, the exact same chair. So
you should have maybe merch fulfilled that chair.
Right? I need to start buying buy them up from Sam's Club where I got my chair and put them all on Amazon.
Right. Ref says I would go to the dollar store, spend $73, send them to Amazon. A day or two later, Frank and his friends buy the product. I make $350.
Now, don't get me wrong, Rev. I do go to dollar store to buy stuff to sell on Amazon, so I'm doing that. But like I said, it's my wife and my daughter who come up with the other $71 worth of crap that
you're gonna get into trouble.
I'm
waiting for the no sir across the bottom.
Actually, I lied. I'm exaggerating. That's like $48 worth of crap. But everybody needs a knockoff, toothbrush that's missing the head with the actual bristles on it.
I want to say what's up to Harlan and Alex, Batman the Flipper. What up, guys? Glad you guys can make it hang out with us. Alex is actually doing a 12-step recovery thing at 12 o'clock Eastern. I don't know if he's doing it every day, but if you know someone that needs some help that went through addiction like myself and came out the other side, or anybody like that, he said it's even some business side of things as well. So if you guys want to check that out, Alex, if you want to drop a link, let people know that you're doing that show. And also we have D Flipping Particles. Good morning. She also does a show at 12 o'clock Eastern too. So you got the best of both worlds. You got some reselling stuff, and you got some personal get yourself together or your friend or whatever type of show. So show them some support.
Yes.
See, got Georgina in the house. What up?
What's
I'm
up?
behind in the chat.
Georgina, what's up?
I'm sorry for everyone. I'm super.
Yeah, I'm shutting up because Nate.
I'm caught up now, I think.
Yeah, we got mamas in the house.
What up, mama? OBX Picker. What up?
Mama's here.
Mama.
Yes.
Got Kent Dangle. What up, man?
What up?
He says I'm addicted to cash, Alex. You know it. But I think things are gonna be pretty smooth for all of us till things kind of really all the way open up, and not only that, like everything gets back in stock where now the big corporations have the balls in their court and they're able to do as they want. But in that also, when that stuff starts rolling in, that's when we all need to really pay attention to the clearance stuff, because there's going to be tonnage. If there's still a lot of product out there that is not bought up, like it just kind of sitting on the shelf still, and because of the pandemic people aren't shopping or whatever, there's going to be tonnage because they've got new product that will be coming through the door. So make sure to keep your eyes open and keep your wallet and your cash flow good, because there's going to be some amazing opportunities for every one of us coming here. It's going to be small businesses that just couldn't take it and have to close up, sadly. And there's items that we will be able to use for our business, equipment wise. Like I know one thing I definitely want to get eventually is one of those like gum paper dispensers like Bearded Picker has, and No Money G. I really want to get one of those, but they're just so expensive. But if you can get one from a company that does online shipping or whatever, you know what I mean, you can save a lot of money and get one of them. That's what I want to really get.
Right.
What up, Paul?
What's going on, Paul? I see he's been having some auctions too. Paul's been doing some pretty good auctions.
Yeah, I bought a Funko Pop from his auction 2 days ago. I went to go check out.
So Nate, do you think with the you're talking about the influx of checking those clearance items and stuff like that, do you think the like Family Dollar, Dollar Tree, Dollar General, Big Lots, they're going to have a lot more of that type of inventory, because say like a Walmart or whatever is going to just wholesale clearance that stuff out by the pallet to those, those type of discount stores. So maybe those will be even better for sourcing coming up now.
Yeah, I mean, those type of stores always have been good, especially the ones that have buyout products. Those have always been awesome. So, I mean, that and liquidation, I think liquidation might even be worth a peek now, in my opinion. Before, I probably wouldn't. Hey, that's a cha-ching.
Hey, yo.
Sold them Adidas.
I gotta make you clear on that.
Sold them Adidas. I remember I said I sent that counter offer for 50.
Yeah.
Nice. They finally accepted it, so that's a sell. But I think that for me, liquidation has been something where it's like, is it worth it? Is it not? If it has a lot of the seasonal stuff, and that's what I want to bulk up on, and I want to get it for real cheap, then that's a really good opportunity to kind of stack that stuff for the following year or whatever. But I've always kind of just like, we'll just not do that right now. But now that there's so much tonnage of great stuff that should be coming through the pipeline, And the old stuff is going to be like really just like, we don't care. We just want to get through this and get past this. And now we need room on the shelves. I think there's going to be more than enough great stuff that will be going all over, from bulk to, all the different liquidation places. And not only that, like Frank was saying, like the discount stores or the buyout stores that will get stuff for really good deals through different places like Walmart and Target and everything else. And, they're able to pass that discount because they got it for cheap down to us. So then, I'm able to sell it at like Amazon or whatever. So it's going to be, I can't wait. Like, I'm really excited for what's to come. I mean, really, honestly, I mean, this is more than ever going to be the most awesome buyer's market ever. But, like Ken said above here, he said sometimes the issue would be that everyone will become resellers for all the clearance items. So be careful about the bottom falling out quickly. Yeah, definitely. We'll got to watch out for that, because that is the one thing about like Walmart clearance and stuff like that, where, it just literally falls, to the bottom or whatever. And, you're not able to, you're not able to make no money, or you got to hold it and then flip it in or whatever. So Alex is going to do his show at 2 p.m. Monday through Friday. It's on IG Business and Recovery. So he's going to make sure to give Dee her time, and also give you guys your time. You guys start at 1, so that's cool. So
that'll be perfect.
Everyone gets some love, man.
Yeah.
The live train will be forever going long.
Talking about Amazon, I think the biggest detriment to any reseller on Amazon is everybody racing to the bottom and undercutting each other on pricing on stuff just to get that sell. So like Kent's saying, where the bottom falls out because everybody's in a hurry to get that sell, they'll keep dropping the price to the point where, like I said, everybody's racing to the bottom, and then all of a sudden, you could potentially, your margins and everything can be next to nothing if everybody just keeps dropping the price for the sake of getting that sell. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Yeah.
So race to the bottom, folks. There's plenty of money out there to keep the prices where they need to be.
My thing is, whenever I buy clearance, I almost picture it as I'm going to hold it. You know what I mean? Where I don't have to detrimentally get it out because I need that money back so desperately. You know what I mean? Like, if you're sourcing like that, that's where, like Ken just said, people will just buy it, sell it just to hurry up and get their money back, because now it turned into a bad buy. But if you have patience with, your stock, and you understand, like, say if you look at an item on Amazon, it sells 50 to 75 a month. That's almost, for the most part, like an item that will not get tanked because of the velocity is so good, and people are going to be patient and not like have the price fall. People run out of stock and everything else. So you don't have to worry about it as much. One second. But always be very mindful of that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, make sure that you have your sales data and your knowledge to do those type of buys, because you don't want to clear out the shelf, and then next you got a bunch of stuff that's literally like going to plummet from the super high marks that they're at now to back to earth. So that's like kind of what I did, and made sure that them people aren't going to race to the bottom, like Kelly said, and then wait for the idiot to sell. That's sometimes I'll do that. I'll keep it here. Like I probably have like 2 or 3 like monster shipments sitting here of stuff that like I can send in right now, because all the product has been sold out already. And now I'll send it in, and it'll sell like wildfire, and I'll make triple the money that the person sold before did it or whatever. Alex said I was only seller on the last an item last week. Then in the blink of an eye, there were 20 sellers who dropped prices to the negative. 4 days later, they sold out. I'm back selling consistently. Yeah, I mean, that's why I don't mind like setting my repricer. I'll set it exactly where I want to be. You know what I mean? Not like, oh, I better make a penny or break even. I'm like, literally, I'm making my normal margin or higher, and I'm sitting there pretty. You know what I mean? That's why usually my return on investment's like 150% roughly on anything that I buy and sell on Amazon for the most part. But my numbers now, my repricer I had to redo, so I lost all my sales data. But I would love to know what really my ROI was on the last 2 months, because profits were at an all-time high. It was really amazing.
I know this is far out, but like a wave effect, like, because we're all resellers, like we live for Q4, right? Like, how do you think what's going on now is going to affect the holiday season in Q4? Like, I know it's far out, but as a reseller, you guys all know it gets here faster than we expect too, and you got to be prepared for it. I'm curious what everybody thinks and what you guys think this wave will do, how this wave will be in Q4. Will it be a high wave? Will things be amazing, or is it going to be,
I think a lot of it will be basically how the stimulus stuff will be, because the economy and everything else is going to be very vulnerable until like literally everything gets back up and running. And I mean, there's a lot of people that have not been working, you know what I mean, that
Right.
have been, just collecting, or people that like myself who actually got their hours reduced. So I wasn't getting any type of assistance or anything or whatever. And, luckily I had the reselling to really kick in and really help, add money to my pocket. I should have did unemployment, like partial unemployment, which maybe I'll do that today. Wow. But, you know what I mean? Like everyone's pockets overall are probably pretty tight, unless you're one of the, richest in the world type thing where, you have billions of dollars. But, and depending on what your company is or what you're doing, you're probably still sitting pretty. But I know this year with me doing more of the wholesale like than ever, because I just started doing it, I'm definitely going to be ordering stuff in advance and definitely guaranteeing it at my door of certain products, just because the market should be good. But just being able to get stuff at even a little bit cheaper than retail, where I'm able to make big margins on some of the hotter items or whatever,
Right.
I think that will really give me a big push this year.
I think excuse me. I think the getting ready for Q4, I think this is going to be a great training session for the people that are adapting to doing more online shopping. So by the time Q4 comes around, I think a lot of people are going to be used to that way of making their purchases. So I think online is going to skyrocket as things progress. And then you're still going to have the people that are not going to want to go out for whatever reasons, and they're going to be sitting at home doing their, purchasing, which is great. I mean, that's great for all of us. I think it's going to continue to trend upwards. So
Right.
I think we're all in for some good times ahead for us, because I think just the online purchasing, e-commerce is going to go way higher than,
Right.
my thing, though,
Oh, sorry.
I was going to say my thing too, though, where people talk about, my sales are down or my this or that. I mean, at the end of the day, do you guys think as long as you're selling or you're listing, whether it's on eBay, Amazon, Mercari, Poshmark, Facebook Marketplace, as long as you're listing or selling the stuff people want to buy? I mean, Jimmy, you're an example of it. You sell probably at least 50% of your stuff is action figures, if not higher.
Yeah, toys in general.
You know what I mean? Toys in general. I mean,
Yeah.
Think about it. You're sourcing the right things to sell. So pandemic or no pandemic,
Right.
Action figures and toys are not essential products that people, but you're still selling them because you're sourcing and listing the right things. So to me, it's, when somebody says my sales are down and I only made 2 sales this weekend, to me, okay, then you're not listing the right items. Personally, that's my opinion. You sell the right products, you keep your listings fresh. Again, we've talked, Jimmy, I've listed maybe 30 items through this whole pandemic from 6 weeks ago. But what I have done over the last 6 weeks is refreshing my current listings and taking some better pictures of stuff, changing some titles where something, I mean, I literally found a listing where I had a shirt listed as a plaid button down shirt and it was a t-shirt. So, I mean, no wonder why that thing didn't sell, you know what I mean? But, so that's it. I mean, that's my opinion is you list the right things, you source the right things, good listings. It's irrelevant whether there's a pandemic going on or not. If you have the right products to sell, they're going to sell.
Right. And I agree. I'm just wondering, like, the question wasn't like, do you think this wave, because I feel like the wave is going to affect either way. It's either going to, with people, people not being able to work now, and then they're months down the road, that's when they're finally going to feel the impact of it? Or do you think it's going to recover nicely with the stimulus checks, and then months down the road when holidays are here, people are going to be spending maybe more than they have? That's kind of what the question was. Like, I didn't want to, that's, because that's what will, in my opinion, will eventually affect it, is if people's ability to spend. And if, economy's basically, I guess I'm asking is, do you think the economy is going to recover good, or do you think, I guess, that was kind of where I was going with that, the way what's going on now.
What needs to obviously the most important thing that needs to happen eventually, I think, whether it's in a month or 2 or 4 months from now, is businesses opening back up to as close to 100% as they were before.
Right.
Somebody like, use GQ as an example. He's got, 80 employees between his 2 restaurants. Well, 70 of them aren't working, getting income right now. So those employees need to get back to, collecting a normal paycheck so that they can in turn start spending money online and whatnot. So yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, in some form or fashion, everything needs to get back to somewhat normal. It's never going to go back to the way it was prior, but as close as possible. You know what I mean?
No, he's honest. He's talking to someone. I think when his eyes go down, I know he's looking at his phone. He won't fall asleep.
Oh, I'm not falling asleep.
No, I know when Nate's looking at his phone, his eyes go down.
Good morning to Valamel. Appreciate you coming in. I got you wrenched up too. I seen you weren't wrenched. I was looking on the other screen. But appreciate you coming in. Alex said he's got to go. Have a good day. Remember, Alex, 2 p.m. for his recovery show. And there's something else I missed, but maybe I didn't. Oh, Matthew Jones. What up, buddy? Thanks for coming in. He says, good morning, everyone. A little late, but I made it. That's what counts, man. You made it.
What's up, man?
What's up?
But I think moving forward, people are going to do more price comparison shopping, and not only that, like if there's a convenience and it's only like a couple bucks more, I think people will definitely take that. I'll just get it online because they had hopefully a great experience. That's what the main thing is. How was the experience overall through the pandemic for all these new or newish buyers? You know what I'm saying? Because I think roughly the market was like 10% of all sales roughly before the pandemic were all online. I mean, during the pandemic, it had to be, like 70%, 60%. It had to be very high. I don't know what it was, but I'm sure it was like through the roof. So hoping that a lot of these people now look at it and go, wow, these people on eBay, this seller, they sent my stuff fast. Maybe they'll bookmark or save them as a seller, follow them, and see if they have any stuff for the holidays or birthdays or whatever. So, I think a lot of people hopefully got a great experience and will keep going. And it's one of the things with eBay, like I wish they would give us like some type of thing to promote more of the sellers to ship faster, get things to the customer faster. Because if they had did that during this pandemic, the best, like, I'm not saying it had to be next day, but even if it was 2-day handling, and give like a 10% thing on, like on the power seller used to be back in the day. where they gave us an extra little discount for shipping out stuff fast or whatever. You know, if they did that, I think, you know, the overall experience would have been like, like eBay's great. Like, you know, I can get stuff pretty much just as fast as Amazon, or I was getting it faster than Amazon because Amazon's FBA was slow. So it just kind of opens people's eyes to see like, well, this stuff does come fast too. It's not just because of Amazon. It's the seller getting the stuff out the same day or next day or whatever. So
Right.
I'm hoping that, you know, things just continue to grow and do good. You know what I mean? Because I want us all to kill it. You know what I mean? I'd rather us all kill it than, you know, just, you know, have all big business, you know, kill it and we're all like just struggling and just moving along, because that's what was funny about the pandemic at first. The big money corporations didn't have the ball in their court. They weren't able to control the tempo of sales and the prices and everything, right? So as soon as the resellers had like the full like ball in their court, because we're able to adapt and evolve, then all of a sudden the price gouging came in, you know, everything else started rolling in. Like now everything's a problem. So hopefully, you know, like big business basically, like, you know, like we need them to do decent. We can't have them fall off the face of the map, which I know someone was talking. I think Craig said something earlier. Let me see if I can find his comment about, I think he said something about small businesses have definitely taken a hit. Yeah, he said, I think some of the family owned brick and mortars took a big hit during this time. Hopefully it's not too dramatic where, you know, now all the power is with the big corporations setting these prices, and now they can basically price whatever they want because they're the only, you know, place in town to buy stuff, you know. So it's going to be very interesting to see what things go, but I'm hoping that things just in general will just be awesome and keep the momentum rolling, and you know, really keep going well. Kirk said the problem is a lot of the buyers use their stimulus money. They buy that money will run out soon, and some are still at work. Wonder how that will affect sales. They're supposed to do a second round of checks, and not only that, they're supposed to do something from hearing. It's gonna be like a multiple month thing, and they're gonna raise the money. I mean, this is all just speculation of what I've heard and stuff like that. But I'm pretty sure that a lot of that is going to be true. There might be some other things that they do. There was also something I heard where they said something about raising essential workers, basically giving all essential workers like a $12 raise. And then the government gives the companies a tax break, but it's only supposed to be for $9 of that $12, which doesn't make any sense because it's basically a volunteer program by the companies. So whose companies would really, you know, do that or whatever, you know what I mean? Like, and basically lose $3 to one of their workers and not get fully compensated for that money or whatever. See you, Queen Cleopatra. Have a great day. I hope you make that first sale. I hope you can come back tomorrow and say, hey, I got my first sale, guys. I hope I can see that tomorrow on Anthony's channel.
Yeah, that'd be awesome, right?
Susan Goomba says J. Crew filed bankruptcy, probably first of many companies. So that's definitely one place that you know, you might be able to get some equipment from, or maybe even go buy out some of their inventory if they fully like close up or whatever. Because bankruptcy, they can just basically file it and then still do business, and then, you know, they're still doing their normal stuff or whatever. So, or they could just all the way go out or whatever. Phoenix Clipper, so they're starting to hand out PPP loans. So payroll for a lot of the small businesses are taken care of for 8 weeks or something like that.
Wow.
Yep. I'm not sure how that stuff works out, so I can't really comment on that, but I hope so. I hope that, you know, some of these small companies are able to get some type of relief, and, you know, I mean, if you think of the, you know, the you know, just business in general, like overall, most of us are small companies just like us. You know what I mean? They're low brick and mortars, and
Yeah.
I mean, there's definitely a lot of big companies, but you know, of course, the smaller companies are going to way overrun those. So if the small companies are overrun, then we're in trouble. So I hope that, you know, a lot of them are able to come back and really, get back into the swing of things. And then No Money G says, right, Craig, we're in uncharted right, Craig, we're in uncharted territory. Nobody knows for sure, but it doesn't look good with people with no money to spend. We're still a kind of holding pattern now. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, hopefully, that combined with unemployment and the stimulus money and this new stimulus money coming out, that people are able to kind of pick up where they left off. Hopefully, and a lot of that is not only the money coming in, but being smart with your money. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know when I was out the other day, like I went to Walmart and I'm seeing, like, it was either the first or second day stimulus checks were rolling out. I'm seeing all types of big screens rolling out the door and, all these big purchases. And I'm thinking to myself,
right,
I wonder if he paid his water bill or his electric bill or his, I mean, like people are all deferring their payments and stuff like that. And then next, like, you're going to hear all these people saying, oh, these companies are terrible. They shut off my water after the pandemic. How dare them? But you just got $3,500 or whatever from the government, and you went and bought 8 big screens for every one of your rooms in your house or whatever. So it's going to be crazy. Hopefully everything works out though. Phoenix Flipper said the loans in 2 waves. The first wave, the banks were giving them out to big clients, and the little guys. The second wave is supposed to go to little companies. Yeah, I did hear some talk about that. They were saying that basically, if you did file for one of those loans and did it, if you went to like a smaller bank or whatever, you had a better chance of getting it approved faster. So if anybody hears that, definitely, you can even go to PayPal, I heard, and get a loan through them if you have your PPP paperwork.
Yeah, that's Texas Val.
What up, Texas Val? Appreciate you coming in. Texas Val says we're finally approved for PPP program for our AC business, but still haven't received any money yet. Just given a loan approval notice. However, we did finally get our tax money yesterday. That's awesome. I'm really glad to hear that, Texas Val, and I hope the best for you in your business, because I don't want anybody to be hurting, man. That just stinks, especially for something that is not in anybody's control. But this crazy virus that's literally spreading around like the plague, basically. So, yeah, I wish we can all just make it out of here with our, doing good, hopefully, and hopefully at the worst case scenario, just hurting but able to still conduct business, hopefully.
Yeah.
At the worst case scenario. Carolina Husband said, I think people are going to spend more money now. You should see all the golf carts appearing in the neighborhood. Yeah, I hear a lot of people talking about golfing, and some people I don't even think played golf. Dan M says big screen TVs need electricity, so make sure your power bill is paid. You know what?
And you know this.
Well, that's a problem. Like you said, all these people are taking advantage of deferring these payments and stuff, and then
that's part of that wave I was talking about.
Come June, I mean, people that normally had a $150 utility bill are now the utility company is like, hey, I want my $450.
Yeah.
And you're like, what?
I mean, eBay even offered it to us as sellers. I haven't done it, but eBay offered it to us. I was like, no, I'll pass on that.
Yeah, I mean, think my was it March or April you were able to defer your bill. I mean, don't get me wrong, my March eBay fees were close to $700. I could have used the extra $700, but I was like, you know what? I don't know how April was going to be or how May is going to be, so no, thank you. I'll just pay my bill, because, like you said, and then you end up going and buying a new TV or something with that money or whatever, and then all of a sudden, come April or May,
I'm in Facebook. Sorry.
No, go ahead.
I'm in a lot of Facebook groups, and I've already seen the question. Like I've heard people say, I thought I didn't have to pay my eBay fees, and people have to say, like, no, you can defer them. So eventually you have to pay them either way. Like, so that person sold that whole month thinking they weren't going to have to pay their fees. And it's like, so there's that side of it too. Like, people are like, there's people might not quite understand what defer means, and I'm not trying to, but there's people out there that obviously thought they were going to get away with selling for a month and not have to pay fees, and they had, someone had to explain them like, no, you're going to pay that down the road either way. And
that's what I'm worried about. A lot of people with the utility bills, like unless, like, for example, like I know my water company, there is no way that they will give you any type of terms or a loan or like a payment like breakdown, like in the smaller ones over a period of time, like the electric company will do or the gas company will do. So what are all these people going to do without water? Like, like people really be wanting to self-quarantine till they figure that thing out, because they'll be running around like Linus, like how Frank was doing early in the show with a little bit of the swirls on his armpits. It's only the one. You must have been sure and unsure.
But you know what? It's the same thing. We talked about it a lot. Again, back to eBay. eBay, everybody's gotten that email. 50,000 free listings. Go crazy. List. So all these people that have the smaller stores that are not, I have the one that's 1,000 free listings a month or whatever, but somebody who has a lower level store, they're listing like crazy, 30, 40 items a day, let's just say. Well, guess what? When that 50,000 free listings ends, now they've got 1,000 listings, but they're only paying for, say, the 250 free listings or whatever a month. Now they're going to have a huge eBay bill because they have to pay for one of those extra listings.
They're going to need that, or they'll need to get like an anchor store, depending on how crazy they listed during that time. I mean, some people probably were listing left and right because they're like, oh, I can list 50,000 items. Next, it's like, well, here's a $300 bill for an anchor store or whatever it costs or whatever it is. And that's just crazy. But yeah, I mean, I hope a lot of people didn't, do that or think like in the chat.
Hopefully we can use it to end and relist stuff, not just add all new inventory. Because then even if you are like just did it for that temporary time, you could have a lot of inventory that now you're taking off of eBay because you don't want to pay that. And so then your death pile will be amazing.
Right.
Right. Like literally a lot of us might, or the people that thought that will probably want to source for a while if they had to take all their items down like that. Hopefully, But what up to Scooter Renee? Thanks for coming in. Appreciate you. Yeah, right. Occasionally, eBay would never give us free stuff like no fees. That's crazy. No final value fees.
I was like, you're right.
Don't ever think, like they always say, nothing in life is free.
You're welcome.
Gotcha. Your friendly Ecom reminder to pay your water bill, people. Pay that water.
Yeah. Flipping particles, yeah, exactly. It's 50,000 to refresh your listings is the way you should be looking at it.
Yeah, I did some of that too. That's what I used it for. I unlocked it and I started refreshing all my lists. I refreshed every single list I had over the course of a couple days.
Yeah, I do 50 a day. I just end 50 listings and go through and refresh them. Any ones that need to be refreshed or whatever. And Matt, I don't know if you want, it's hard to say. Are people really that dumb, or are they just blind to really what it is? They don't do the research. They just react. You can hear Amanda coming from the side going, wah, 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 wah. Isn't that the way the mom talks on this show?
As a teacher.
Look, I got some stank coming off of my over here too now. Look.
And then no money G's like so on the dot on that. Like eBay just wanted to be able to say they gave you something. Look,
yeah, we gave you this, but here's also where else we're going to give you. We're going to give you this massive bill.
Yeah, right. I agree with that though. Look, we're so nice.
Welcome, Kim. Kim says, "Do you relist or sell similar?" I will sell similar. Yeah,
sell similar.
I'll use what in Vendu. There's you could do deactivate a list, or not deactivate, but unlist, and then you can relist, and you still have to put your data in there, from that might be missing in a couple of the spots, but for the most part, it's already mostly filled out. But the one thing you do lose is you lose your quantities. So if you have something you don't know the quantity, make sure you check it out first, and then go back. And after you do it on Vendu or do like what Kim said, like the sell similar, make sure to go put your quantity back in. Like, okay, I know I had 8 of these. I mark it down to 8, and then just relist it. Okay, put 8, and then this way, you won't have those numbers messed up, because you don't want to have any defects for cancellations or whatever that can really hurt you.
Yeah, so to clarify for everybody what he means by that, so like let's say you have a listing that's at that you listed 29 days ago, and you had 10 of them, and over the course of the last 29 days you sold 8 of them, but now you want to refresh that listing by ending it and relisting it. When you relist it, it puts your quantity back to 10, not to the 2 that you have left.
Just to be careful, when you relist it, it would be fine. It's sell similar, that would, right?
Yeah, on the sell similar, it keeps.
Just because I know those words can mess with you.
So when you do sell similar, it keeps your original quantity when you created that listing.
Right.
And so, like you said, I mean, that almost happened to me. You know those fat tire tins that I have, Jimmy.
Yeah.
It said I had 25 of them. I have 3 left, and man, I can imagine if I'd have got to run on those things, and
yeah, that would have sucked.
Yeah.
It happened to me once. I did that, and I had some that I had 2 of, and it was 2 Pokemon cards. I had 2 of them, and I had sold one, and then I sold similar, and I put 2 back, and someone bought both of them. Oh my gosh.
Wendy said, just before this all happened, eBay gave me a chance to do a next size store for the cost of the current one. Yeah. I evaluated it yesterday and dropped back down to my regular one. I did that, and I got stuck at my premier store now. So I really have 200 some listings, and I really have 600 to use. So I guess no matter what, after the pandemic, once they stop doing the 5,000 listings, I still can do delist and relist for each one of my items twice.
But I mean, think about it. Tell me this wasn't calculated by eBay. We all got that email saying, "Hey, you can upgrade your store to the next level up." Blah blah blah. So like Kelly, she did that, and then a couple weeks later, "Hey, we're going to give you 50,000 free listings." So now, she literally paid for a higher level store that she didn't need in the first place, because they gave her the 50,000 free listings to work with. So everybody that was cautious and like, you know what, we're not going to go anywhere for a couple weeks of what we thought at the time, upgraded their stores. eBay got all this extra money on the front end, and now they're coming, like I said, it's
exactly. They're trying to make sure that
such thing as a free lunch. That's, it's all calculated. These are huge businesses. They know what they're doing.
Yeah.
And
that's why I just kind of stayed my course, you guys. Like, I definitely didn't panic, but I also didn't like try to jump on the like, oh, I'm gonna, buy this and I'm gonna go crazy with my inventory now, and I'm gonna, because people like, I just stayed my course. Like, I just kept doing what I'm doing. The only thing is my sourcing slowed down some, but I didn't go either way. I didn't panic and like stop buying. I stopped buying because I couldn't find stuff. But I also didn't load up on inventory and go crazy and, overwhelm myself with inventory. I just stayed my course. I didn't try to add them, add more listings because I got 50,000 free listings. I didn't try to upgrade my store. I didn't do any of that stuff. And it's worked out pretty good for me. Man,
like I said, before the pandemic started, I had well over 1,500 listings. I just, like I said, Jimmy, I was the same as you. I stayed the course.
Yep.
Refreshened some current listings and whatnot. And now I'm less than 1,200 listings 6 weeks later.
Yeah, I'm down about 200 myself. And that's just from not being able to source. It wasn't a change. It was just, the only thing I did different is I would list 10 to 20 items a day, and I slowed down to 5 to 7 a day. Listings a day instead. And so that over that time, that's what's good. Like Frank said, over that time my inventory has dropped by 200 because I'm not listing as much. And that was just a change I had to make because I didn't have the inventory to keep it up.
But again, more importantly, is it allows you if you spend this time to reevaluate your current inventory and refresh that current inventory, it's just as good as sourcing. I mean,
Matt says eBay has their issues and crappy way to treat sellers, but they know what they're doing to us there. Yeah, they definitely do.
Yeah.
I want to stop for a second and remind everyone to please give us a thumbs up. I have Uncle B and Frank's links in the description. So if you're not subbed to them, please do. They're awesome channels, and they're going to be on Uncle B's channel at 1 Eastern. So check out their live show. They do it Monday through Friday, just like we do. 1 Eastern, 11 Mountain High Time.
So today we'll be on Uncle B's Old School Flips. Then tomorrow we'll be on Strok of Luck.
Yeah, it rotates just like our show does. So definitely want to check out both their channels, sub to both of them, show them some love, guys. They are awesome. They are really funny, as you see. We had a lot of laughs and had a great time today.
Yeah.
But I just want to say thanks, guys. You were awesome. You came in and invaded and still in one piece. The beard was unscathed, thank goodness. And
so hey, Jimmy, real quick. So have you been this whole time the show's been going on thinking, what am I going to do now after I keep thinking we're on our channel right now. Right. So I'm like, man, I guess I'll go to the Arc now or whatever. I'm like, oh, we got a show in like an hour to do again. We're going to do this all over again.
I've actually been thinking about that. Like, hope we didn't just get all the stuff in our mind out, and then we go on our show and we're just sitting there like.
If that does happen, I apologize. It is hard to do a double show like that. Basically,
no way, man. I would not have passed. I would have canceled our show to be on here today. So don't worry.
You guys are awesome, man.
I appreciate you having us on.
Hey, Jimmy, do you have the ability to just rebroadcast this show at 11? We can go out and do some sourcing and
like Nate invaded the Mile High Treasure Hunters.
Reverse the
just change the title and just go on with the day or whatever.
By the way, good work on that thumbnail, man. If everybody didn't see that thumbnail, it'll be back up. You did a really good job on that thumbnail.
That was fun to do because I was on my way home from work and I was like, wait, did I really tell Jimmy for sure if he could come on the show or asked him or whatever fully? So I was like, I better ask him. And I was like, I also need something for the thumbnail. So I was like, do like an army one, like you're invading, like you got like an army hat on or something. So he sent me one and it was awesome. And then Frank sent me one and that was great. He was like on top of a tank or something or whatever. So I'm thinking of something. I'm like, how can I use these and then be really cool with it? So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna put tanks on here, and they're like cartoony ones. And one had a money flag on it, so that was awesome. I had to pick that one. And then Jimmy was like, find something that was like facing forward. And then I found this Jeep. So instead of having it like with the windshield like normal, I topped it, and then just took it and resized them. And then I was like, I gotta find something cool for myself because I gotta be on the show, right? So I found this like crazy, like I don't even know. It was like just insane, crazy looking tank. So I put that up, but the problem was I couldn't find a picture of myself like to use. So I had to go back in videos. That's why I remembered Kelly Ecom on Ward. I was looking at all types of old videos and stuff and collabs with me and Anthony just to find a decent screenshot to throw in me on the screen. But yeah, guys, appreciate you coming on. And anything else you guys want to say before we shut her down?
So I will say this real quick. I got to give a shout out because Uncle B messaged me last night. He's like, hey, do you want to go on Ecom and Beyond in the morning? I was like, sure. He's like, okay, well, we need a picture of you in some sort of army, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, Dan, what can you do with this picture? Sent him the picture, and then he sends it back to me literally 10 minutes later. So, and then I immediately forwarded it to you, Nate. So I literally take zero credit for my picture. That was all Dan once again, because he could do more in 10 minutes with a picture than I could have done. I'd still be working on that picture right now. I'd be like, hey, Nate, I finally got your picture, even though the show's over.
Look, I need more crayons.
So, right? I'm like, I keep drawing out of the lines. Amanda's smacking my hand. So, Dan gets all the credit for my Triple H DX invading WCW on the tank picture. So Dan, thank you again. By the way, Jimmy, did you do anything for Dan today? Give you an hour to work on that?
I'm gonna work on that while watching D. So
Perfect.
All right, guys. We have D at 12. We have these guys at 1. Definitely check them out. And we also have Alex at 2. So you guys have an action-packed day. Go out there, get it, make that money, and you got something cool to listen to. So we'll see you tomorrow back on Anthony's channel. And